If you own a mobile phone, then you can earn ILV tokens for free with as little as 5 minutes a day. To get started, anyone can download Illuvium Zero from either the Google Play or App Store to get started on a free-to-play plot of land after you log into IMX Passport with a Google or Apple sign-in. This is it here on the Google Play Store, and this is it here on the App Store. I can leave both links down in the description just for you right now. Now, at the end of this video, I will also give you the best possible strategy for making sure you reach the mid-game as fast as possible and make playing the game as easy as possible. So let's get on to the actual earning part of this video. On average, it appears as though you can earn about 700 points each day and an additional 8,000 points in a week by completing daily and weekly quests for the Illuvium airdrop, which has millions and millions of dollars being distributed to players. You can see the daily missions here. We have things like scanning for alluvials, which is complete one scan, you get 200 points. Convert hydrogen. If you convert a ton of hydrogen with a hydrogen condenser plant, you can get 240 points. And if you complete a research operation with biodata, you can get 200 as well. You can also scan for alluvials with the challenging weekly mission, which is actually only 6 scans in this case, and you can get a whopping 8,000 points, okay? Now, these quests can be found on the Illuvidex in the profile menu that I'm showing you right here. Now, in total, that is about 12,000 points a week and almost 50,000 points every single month, which is what the airdrop happens in its monthly seasons. If we take preseason 2 as an indication, then I would expect about $3 per month minimum for this work. And you can also ask guilds if you can work on their land NFTs for them and earn hundreds in the same time frame, because you'll be out selling fuel, getting biodata and blueprints. You'll be able to earn significantly more by working on other players' land. And so asking around to some of the guilds might be in your best interest there. But how do you get started on Illuvium Zero to get to this point in the game and make sure you're getting every single airdrop point possible? There are other free ways to get airdrop points, but this is the only free way to do it with Illuvium Zero so far, and they may actually add other ways to accomplish this in the future as well. If we have a look at the Illuvium game here, you can see my free plot. So if you go to plots, you might only just have the one, but in my case, it's the one with little asterisks at the start and the really weird numbers and stuff is the plot that is your free-to-play plot. Now, obviously, you want to build your Nexus and then your engineering workshop so you can get started with all the other buildings you want. And then you want to build one of each element site. You want to build your hydrogen pump, your sediment excavator, and your mine. Then after that, you need to build one power plant next to all of them, level up your Nexus and engineering workshop to level 2, and then try and get the efficiency on these buildings as high as possible. Mine is only at 110%, but the more power plants you build, the higher this efficiency will get. Now, once you get to about Nexus 4, you can actually start building your fuel harvesters, and you want to keep these running every second of the day if possible. Once you get to about Nexus 7, then you will only be playing a few minutes a day, so it will be really easy for you. But the fuel sites you will want are the Krypton Rift, so the Krypton Gate. For the Solon, it will be the Solon Dredge. And then for Hyperion, it will be the Hyperion Reservoir. Now, here is the game plan. Simply harvest resources as often as possible and build up your land. Don't forget to use power plants to get efficiency as high as possible and build at least one of each element storage. And in the late game, you may need to build new buildings depending on your mission for that given week. I expect the daily missions to come easily regardless. If we take a look at one of my lands that I would say is in the mid game, if we go to Crystal Shores, you can see that once you get to Nexus 7, then you can build a lot of buildings. And you can start stacking converters to get all of your fuel, start building your scanners to start scanning biodata. But I also recommend getting at least 2 converters per fuel site and putting them equal distance away using the efficiency overlay to try and maximize their efficiency in the game. Now, even though I recommend buying a second builder for the game, once you hit level 100, you will have enough credits to get one for yourself for free. But here is my key strategy. To reach the end game, you want to try and hit Nexus 7 as soon as possible. which thankfully isn't too expensive in terms of Hyperion. Once you reach that point, you can build 102 buildings. You go from 52 to 102 and get some serious fuel production going, which you will need to fulfill your missions every day and week. Now, I really love Illuvium Zero, and if you do too, then please let me know in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to use my referral code in the account settings on the Illuvidex. It is Scoriox, SCORIOX, Scoriox. You may need to renew the code since it expires every month, so please double check. And before you leave, don't forget to check out my Illuvium Zero Beginner's Guide right here. It will give you even more information of everything you need to know and expect when it comes to Illuvium Zero.